Hello everyone, and welcome to the Myth, Cosmology and the Sacred Diploma. And I'm here with my colleagues, my beautiful colleagues, Dr. Angela Voss and Mary Atwood. And it's a real joy to be saying, these words, welcome to the Myth, Cosmology and the Sacred Diploma. Because Mary, Angela and myself, we've held a vision really for the last couple of years of being able to offer a transformative learning course that unites each of our areas of expertise. And here we are on the cusp of something that we are incredibly excited by and proud of. So just to say a little bit about my area of research and passion, which many of you probably know lies in the possibility of dynamic living relationship that we as individuals can create between ourselves and the living, breathing earth. And so in the materials that I'll be presenting, I take a heart-centered, earth-centered approach, opening our imaginal perception to the possibility of widening and deepening our gaze in communion with the earth's unfolding. And so in this way, we will explore the imaginal worlds of 4 particular guides who have helped me across the years to transform my own world in relationship with myself and the world. The romantic scientist and poet Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, religious philosopher Henri Corbin, and depth psychologists Carl Jung and James Hillman. So the materials within my particular area are guided by transpersonal and depth psychology, spirituality, religious philosophy, cultural history, esoteric wisdom, and holistic science. And just to say that in this way, through the materials that I present, we'll be opening the possibility of encountering Gaia through ways of knowing that are open and expansive, focusing our hearts as the organ of perception and a gateway onto the sacred. So I really look forward to journeying with you as we open the possibility to explore and deepen your relationship with the earth and the more than human world. And I'm just really delighted to be handing over now to Angela, who would like to say a little welcome.
Thanks, Louise. Hello, everybody, and it's wonderful that there are so many of you wanting to take part in the diploma that the Myth, Cosmology and the Sacred Centre is offering. The diploma has grown out of many years of work and of MA programs in Canterbury, and therefore it has really kind of deep roots in a kind of in a transformative learning process that, as Louise said, is both about learning about traditions and learning about philosophies and spiritual paths, but it's also about going very deeply within. So you will have the opportunity to explore through your learning journals and creative projects an inner process and an inner journey. And that's what this project has always been about, really, for the past 20 years or so. Now bringing it onto an online format. So this will be a new way of delivering material and of you participating. And we're sure it's going to be successful and very enjoyable for you all. My background is very much in Renaissance philosophy and astrology and divination and the Neoplatonic tradition. So I will be offering elements of the modules that relate to the power of the imagination to connect earth and heaven and connect us with our own spiritual selves, and also to do with Master Leo Ficino in Renaissance Florence, who has always been a very key figure for me in guiding me really through the arts to the power of the imagination to awaken the spiritual eye. So we very much hope that your spiritual eyes will also be awakened by this absolutely wonderful, deep and rich material. So I'll now hand on to Mary, who will say something about her role in the diploma.
Thank you, Angela, and thank you everybody for being here. As Louise and Angela have both said, it's a real honour to be able to present some of this material to you that has grown from not just the master's degree that was in Canterbury for many years, but also from the rich heritage of our culture, of our philosophical, theological, spiritual background here in the West, which had been fairly concealed, I think, for many years. So it's a real honor to be able to bring some of that work forward. And very much the emphasis of the diploma is not about fact gathering only and accumulating lots of information, but really seeing where some of the work that's presented resonates with you the most. So it is about bringing together the inner and the outer. My particular areas of interest, passion, and research really originate through the arts, and particular Renaissance art, but in a much broader sense, looking at ways of seeing and ways of knowing. The eye in particular, which today we consider just to be a mechanical function of the human body, is actually also a very broad and rich metaphor that we can understand how we see and perceive and engage and intuit the world around us. Leonardo da Vinci had a beautiful way of looking at the world where we are both open to what we see around us, but we're also able to be absorbed into the world. So this lovely sort of two-way motion is really what I focus on through my work as well. So some of the people that have inspired me and whose work I draw on include current day philosophers, psychologists, theologians, Jung, McGilchrist, and also art historians such as Gombrich, also Goethe's way of looking at the world and how he perceives the arts in particular. And of course, the artists themselves, the Renaissance artists, and particularly this idea of creativity, what it is that sparks us to create, how we create. And we're all really artists of our own lives. So that's a particular area that will be running through some of the areas in the modules that I will be presenting to you. So we hope you enjoy it all, and thank you very much for being here.